Hi YouTube, I'm Olivia and welcome back to Lullaby Live. In this video I'm going to share with you 10 tips or 10 things I wish I knew when I started jumping rope or using jump rope for exercise. So if you're new to my channel, here's a little bit of a background. I started jumping rope in around 2018, 2019. And I just started seeing it on YouTube everywhere. I think I saw a jump rope dudes video with a girl that just lost a whole bunch of weight from jump rope and other videos out there. And I just thought, why not use jump rope for weight loss? Because I can do it anywhere, indoors, outdoors. You don't need that much to do it. You can do a lot of cool things because I saw a lot of cool tricks, and I love jump rope. So after doing it, I've been hooked since then, and I've been doing it now. And I've actually lost at least 10 pounds doing jump rope in my recent challenge video. If you want to see that, I'll link it down below or put it in this at the end of the video or something. But my triple 10 jump rope challenge that I've been doing, and I've lost 10 pounds in like 4 weeks just doing jump rope and focusing on it. So go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below any tips. Tips are in no particular order, so just watch the entire video. So tip number 1 is start small and work your way up. So I mean, start from like 5 minutes, then move up to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, before you know it, you're doing 30 minutes. I made the mistake in the beginning of you know, you think you can just jump, and kids jump and it's so easy. You don't remember when you were a kid it didn't seem like anything, and you go and you just grab a rope and you're jumping, and it was hard. It's like very hard. And I remember the first day I jumped, I tried to do like a 20-minute straight jumping, and it was just not working out. It was hard. And the next day I paid for it. Like, I couldn't jump for, I was just so sore for like 2-3 days after, which those are 2-3 days I could have been working out because I overdid it on the first day. So start small, work your way up, go from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, progress. Or if you're doing numbers, start at, I don't know, 100 skips, see how you're feeling there, and work your way up. So progression is important when you're just starting out. So you can't go from 0 to 100 on your first day.
You can't go from 0 to 100 on your first day.
And tip number 2 is get the right equipment. So I would say the things you need, you don't need a lot. You need a rope, you need shoes, you need a bra, and you need music, because jumping to nothing is kind of boring. So rope, I'll get into the kind of ropes in a later tip, but just basically you need a rope. As long as you have a rope, you can get started. Shoes, you need shoes that have support. They're spongy, soft inside. Do not wear Converses or flat shoes. Like, you can for like the first day, and you'll feel the pain and the shock on the bottom of your feet. It's gonna hurt. So get some support, running shoes, something spongy that will help you with that bouncy motion. I don't have no shoes right now to show you. So shoes, a bra. Girls, you need a bra, like a good support bra, because when everything's jiggling everywhere and it hurts and it's hitting you in the face. No, nobody's boobs hit. Anyway, so yeah, you need a good bra, high support bra. If you're a guy, you don't need that. I mean, do you? If you're wearing bras, that's cool. It's 2020. But you need a bra and music. So I have a playlist that I like to use on Spotify. I use random playlists because other people's playlists, because I'm not good at playlists and just like what I want, pick and choose. But you need music to help you going. So many times I've just been like down or just not feeling it, and the music is what kept me going, pumped me up, and like pushed me further. So music is a huge part. So get all those 4 things. I think are the only things you really need to successfully jump rope, and so you don't injure yourself or you're just comfortable. Oh no, one thing, you need good leggings, or so. Like, I like to wear high-waisted, tight leggings. If you don't have that, they're always falling down your body, and it's awkward, and it just doesn't feel good, especially if you have a little belly and it's just underneath the pants. I've left the gym once when my leggings were just, I didn't wear high-waisted leggings at the time, and they just fell down underneath my belly, and I just felt so awkward and uncomfortable, and everything was just moving everywhere, and I just left. I left the gym. I did not go back that day because I didn't have the right leggings and the right equipment. So tight leggings are super important, or something to hold you in, because it's gonna fall down. Even if you don't have a belly, it's gonna fall down. So get the right leggings, rope, bra, shoes, and music, and you're good. So have the right equipment. Okay, tip number 3 is what I wish I knew earlier. Like, I watch videos, but you don't need to jump high to jump rope. So you don't need to be flying off all over the place, or like having your foot all the way up to your hips. you don't need to jump high. So the higher you jump, the harsher the impact is on the bottom of your feet, and you'll feel that, and you can get shin splints. You don't need to jump. You only really need to jump like 2 to 3 inches off the ground comfortably. You don't need to have your feet all the way up or kicking the back of your leg or anything like that. So the higher you jump, the harder it makes it. So yeah, that's a tip I wish I knew in the beginning, or else I wouldn't be as tired, or it makes it more challenging so quickly because I wasn't ready at the time to be jumping all over the place. Number 4 is you will experience like foot pain, calf pain or calf tightness, and shin splints because although you're not running, you're not having high impact knee pain, you're using your feet and you're striking them on the ground more than in a way that you wouldn't normally, like walking. To combat shin splints, foot pain, or calf tightness, I do like massages or massage my feet with my hands, or a rolling massage ball. I don't have it right now to show you. I use that, and I do calf raises to kind of stretch out the calf muscles. And if you're having like shin splints, like after you did like high jumps or something like that, you can take a break, a few minutes break, or if it's really hurting, then take a day or something and then get back to it, slowly ease back into it. But I didn't expect to have foot pain, calf pain, or shin splints in the beginning, especially when I just rushed in, which I wish I knew. So now that I know that I'm telling you, foot pain, shin splints, calf tightness, or calf hardness at first is normal, and you'll get used to it, and there are ways you can work it out. So tip number 5 is there are many ways that you can use jump rope to work out. So you can use it as your main form of cardio or your main workout, or jumping for a certain time, like 30 minutes or something like that. You can use it as a warm-up before your actual main workout, so you can skip for 5-10 minutes before, like really high. Or you can also decide the intensity that you want to skip, so you can make it high intensity versus low intensity, and it is generally a low impact exercise but high intensity workout, so you'll get a good thing from that. And you can incorporate it into the middle of your workout, such as, say you're jumping, you do squats, jumping, push-ups, which I'm also gonna probably do a jump rope workout video soon, or drop it, because I've gotten a couple requests for that. So there's so many ways. Jump rope is so good, and it's so diverse that you can use it in like almost any way that you want, and use it almost anywhere pretty much. So yeah, there are so many different ways. Tip 5, that you can use your jump rope. Number 6, so the way you land on your feet and your footing is extremely important to prevent injuries, to ensure you're getting the best out of your workout, to reduce the soreness you're gonna feel. So I touched on this a little bit earlier. So never just jump flat on your feet. So just with having the right equipment, never jump flat on your feet. Jump on the balls, or kind of like the midsection of your feet, because if you're just jumping down flat, that's gonna send that impact and that shock to your foot all the way through your body, and it's gonna hurt. Your feet are gonna be sore for days, and it's just not a fun time. Number 7, so learning tricks and doing tricks in your jump rope workout and routine make the workout so much more fun. That's why I actually fell in love with jump rope, when I saw the different things I could do, and you can push yourself. And if you want to see a video where all the tricks that I've learned in the last 2 years or so, I'll post that. Just request that in the comments down below. But learning tricks and stuff that make my workout either more challenging, which is great, ups the intensity, as well as I just love learning and doing more things and realizing I can do these things. It's like you add a new skill set every time you learn a new trick. Double unders, crisscross, high knees, different kicks and stuff, and there's different people around the world that you can learn more tricks from. So it's just like, it never gets boring because you're doing different things. If you're tired of skipping one way, do a boxer skip, do a straddle, do something, and it changes how you're seeing it. Number 8 is that the rope that you use matters. So my first rope is a rope that I got from Winners. It was like inexpensive, it was like $8, and it was just like that PVC kind of plastic tubing, and I loved that rope, and I used it until the rope snapped randomly in the gym one day, and I was mad because you know when you go to the gym and you have your workout planned and it's just like you're ready and you're pumped, your music's playing, you're good, and the rope just flipped off in the middle of the gym because it was kind of like this rope. This is pretty good too, but it's kind of like this. But because it's the rotation around it, it wore down after a few months, and I didn't realize it till it was too late. And so the rope just snapped in half, and so I didn't have a rope. So the rope you use matters. Right now, my rope that I use is a it's kind of steel or whatever metal twisted wire inside this casing, but it also has this like ball like bearing thing where so it won't like rub against anything and it freely moves around like that. So this is my favorite rope. This is kind of a speed rope because I'm into that right now. So this is the rope I use, but if any rope that you have is better than no rope if you're just starting. So if you just get any rope, you don't have to run out and go buy something.
Shut up and take my money.
Use it until it snaps or you get something else or you want to try different ropes. And some ropes have compartments where you have you can add weights or weighted rope. I have one of those, don't know where it is right now. Or like this one, it's kind of like that metal, like the speed rope I have is a bit heavier and it's cased. And this one, I'm pretty sure you can, I have the weights for my other rope, you can fill weights in them to make the rope heavier or more challenging. So there's lots of different ropes. I even have a rope that can count its own skips, and I randomly bought that on sale at a store I saw when I was walking by. So the rope you use matters based on what you want. This is heavier for me, and I'll use this sometimes, but I like to have speed ropes so I can do more tricks like double unders and all that. So, and I like the rope that has the ball bearing because I'm not about to have my rope snap again and upset my workout. But the ball bearing or the speed rope costs more. I think I bought it at Sport Check for like $25 versus $8 for the rope. So depending on your needs or what you want, the rope matters, and just keep that in mind as you progress on in your jump rope journey. Number 9. So this one's important for just motivation. If you trip or stop or mess up in any way, like you're ready to go and it just stops, keep going. Take a few seconds. Don't get discouraged. Nobody really jumps for 30 minutes straight without stopping. I know I can't. Like, I do a 30-minute jump rope workout, but I make mistakes all the time, and that's normal. It's hard to continually do it, especially because jumping rope is also a mental workout. You kind of have to focus on it. If you're losing track or you're lost in space or whatever, you're gonna most likely mess up. And if sometimes I'm not always all there when I'm working out, I'm just often somewhere else, but I'm working out, so that's normal, and I mess up all the time, but it doesn't mean that your workout's a failure, you didn't do the jumps right. Just keep focusing on jumping, get back in it right away, and you'll do it. And that's okay, we're not perfect. And you're not a robot. To keep going like that, remember, you're using your arms, using your legs, you're using your whole body, your mind, everything. So as long as you don't give up on jump rope, you got this. And tip number 10, the final tip. Tip number 10, the last one, is decide what your goal is. Are you gonna jump for a certain amount of skips? Or are you gonna jump for a timed workout? Right now I have a challenge called the 10-10 jump rope challenge where I'm doing 1,000 skips, 100 squats, and 10 push-ups in different increments throughout the day. But 1,000 skips, so you have to count to 1,000. How I do that, I count in 100 increments and then do that for 10 times to get to the 1,000. But that can sometimes get confusing. You can lose track. Sometimes you lose focus, and that's okay. Or you can feel a little bit burdened that you have to get to the 1,000. So it can be discouraging sometimes depending on the day, hormones. But I prefer, in general, I realized after doing this challenge, I prefer my old routine of jumping for 30 minutes. You might get less skips done in based on if you stop a lot or if you're not focused, because you take more focus with the 1,000, which is the pro. But I just found I like being less limited or not feeling that I have to reach a certain thing with a 30 minutes or whatever time goal you set. I prefer that better. So you have to decide if you want to do it for the amount. I've seen people do 2,000 to 3,000 skips. And sometimes even within the time you can get more accomplished than doing counting. So it's up to you. I just feel like there's more freedom in the 30 minutes and you can do more tricks and just I just have fun either way. But decide what your goal is for working out, for doing the skips, and how you're gonna do them, the amount versus the time. It's all up to you. Jump rope is within what you want it to be. So those are my 10 tips on how to be a jump rope expert, or tips I just wish I knew in the beginning. I hope they helped you, and if you have any other tips, comment them down below, like this video, and just subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And check out my triple 10 jump rope challenge video if you want to join my challenge, because I found it so good. I've lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks. I'm probably going to post an update video on that. And I've been posting weekly updates on my channel, so go check out one of the update videos. Week 3 is actually one of my sneak peeks if you didn't see it. And there's so many other videos on my channel if you want to check it out. But until then, I will see you in the next video.